Okay, so welcome everybody to this night's call. I'm so excited. I'm interrupted by a child immediately. I'm really excited to present to you guys the Arbonne opportunity, what that is, what Bree's gotten involved with me. I've had my business for 7 years now, and I'm so excited to share with you what it's done for me, why I love it so much, and why I've been like, join me to my sister for 7 years. And just the other day, she said to me completely out of the blue, she's like, Denny, I've watched you for 7 years and I've just had so much self-doubt and I'm really ready to jump in and do this with you, and I want you to coach me and I want you to help me create what you've created. So I'm so excited. I've never been more excited sponsoring anyone in my business, and I've sponsored so many and I've brought so many through and helped them. I'm very passionate about helping people create that side income. I think we live in a society today that's really tough and it's really hard to make the finances that we need to fulfill our dreams. And we also live in a society today that's dreaming bigger than ever. You know, just before Jenna was saying how she wanted to travel the world, so many people want to travel the world today. They want big, beautiful houses. They want to live, near the beach or live somewhere beautiful and all of that, which is amazing. I think it's so good to dream big. But with the jobs today and the pays today, and, it's really hard to find a job with great security today. You go and invest in something like that and then you get made redundant or they lay off a heap of people or whatever it might be. So this business is so smart to have something that has your back, that creates that residual income that comes in every month, and you can rely on it because you've done it. So no one can take it away from you. No one can sack you. No one can tell you you're not worth it anymore. It's yours. You've created it and it's 100% in your control. And that's something I really love about it. So I'd love to share my story with you guys. Like I said, I got started 7 years ago. At the time, I was running a family daycare from my house. So my husband and I bought a cafe. We ran that for a few years. We travelled around Australia. We moved to Mackay and I opened a family daycare there. I've always loved working for myself and I've always been quite entrepreneurial. I've loved reading books about entrepreneurs and I've always had a big vision of becoming a millionaire. I always felt like I was a person who deserved that. So I love researching all that sort of stuff. And when my auntie rang me and said to me, Denny, I think you'd be really great at Arbonne, it was nothing I'd ever thought I would do. It wasn't really on my scale. And I was like, oh, I just don't know. And then I went and did a heap of research and I found like Forbes magazines and some of the richest people in the world, Richard Branson and Donald Trump and all these highly endorsed network marketing. And that blew my mind because where I come from, I grew up in a very little country town and it wasn't, something that was thought of in a high business sense. So it was very surprising to me. And the more research I done, I learned that network marketing makes more money than any other industry in the world, than mining, than movies, than sport. It makes the most. It's a very successful industry. And that 88% of women who become millionaires come from network marketing. 88%. And I was like, wow, that's insane. So with those stats, I was like, what do I do next? I'm in. Show me what to do. And I love health and wellness. I love the company has amazing beliefs and foundations and all of that, which I'll get into in a second with a little slideshow. But for me, that was a big thing that made me want to jump in. My husband was working away and I hate him working away. So I found it as a way that I could close my daycare, which I love working with kids, but it was so tiring. I have my own kids. So doing that and having my own kids just completely exhausted me. So to me, that this was like what I'd been looking for. It was something that I could really create my big dreams with. So it took me 12 months to earn the beautiful white Mercedes that they talk about. And I remember thinking, who actually earns that car? You hear people say all the time, you can get a white Mercedes. And I was like, oh yeah, who does that happen for? But so it was a massive surprise when it happened to me. I couldn't believe that I had done it. I was so overwhelmed with pride in myself that I couldn't believe I'd achieved this. And since then, I've helped 4 other ladies earn their Mercedes as well. And in our team, just alone, there's 24 Mercedes now. So it's really exciting, and Arbonne is absolutely booming in Australia. We still only have a 2% awareness rate in Australia. So it is such an exciting time to be involved in something like this because it's growing very, very quickly. So what I'd love to do now is do a quick slideshow. Now I'll just go to, I'm still learning to get tech savvy. Screen share, here we go. And can you guys see this? Yeah, cool. Now if I make that big, hang on, I lost you girls. I like to see your faces. Or just so I can know if it's not working. Anyway, that'll work. I'll do it like this. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Oh, maybe I won't. Oh goodness. See, anyone can do this business. Seriously, it's so simple. So here we go. Yeah, so it's a business that where you can really, like I was saying before, one thing I love about it so much is that you can own your life, and it's really hard to find that today. So everyone that you see throughout this slideshow, like everyone just there that you can see, are all consultants. There's no paid advertising or anything like that. It's all just the Arbonne community. I've never been in such a community of people that are empowering and that have your back. Whenever I'm struggling in the business or I can't work something out, someone's a phone call away that has been there and they're like, this is what I did. This is how you get through it. And it's been such an incredible piece of the pie for me to be able to get to where I've got, especially having kids and stuff. You know, there's people who've got kids and they're in the same boat, or, you know, you can see that down the bottom in the middle there, all the ones on their iPads and stuff, they're all our Gen Ys, and they're all, none of them have kids, and they're all just complete boss babes that travel the world, live on their terms, and they're super inspiring. So, the Arbonne story. So we've been around for 40 years now, and our founder, Peter Mork, he had such a vision to create a product that was good for us and benefited us as well. Not just gave results, but also was healthy for us to use. There are so many products out there today that you might get results from, but they come at a cost, where they're not sustainably sourced, their ingredients, they're animal testing and doing severe hurtful things to animals and stuff like that. Their ingredients have been directly related to cancers and all other nasty things. There's products with ingredients that are related to obesity because they trap the toxins in your body. So it's actually mental when you do the research and learn what ingredients are and what they can actually do to our systems, and, you know, what they can do to our well-being. So Peter had a massive vision to create a community of people who had each other's back, who had visions, who wanted to become millionaires, basically. I remember seeing a video of him and he said, I have a vision to help people become millionaires from home. And that's exactly what this business can do. And I've met and spoken to so many who have achieved that. So I'm in here with the biggest vision that anyone's ever seen before. I'm not like, I just want to make $500 a month. There are so many who do, and that can be huge for someone, you know, living week to week. And I remember the time in my life when I first earned my first $500 a month check. It was incredible to us at that time. So not taking away from that at all. But for me, I joined with a huge vision of this can really give me the massive life I've always dreamed of. Anyway, I get so off track so easily. I get on my tangents. But yeah, like I said, he had a very passionate vision of creating a community of people who like encouraged each other. And I think in today's society, that's really hard to come across. I think you'll find someone at the top of wherever you're working now is probably not going to share with you how they got there because they don't want you to take their job. Where in this business, someone who's got to the top and is making $50,000 a month plus is like, do you want to know how I did it? I'll tell you everything. When are you free for a chat? Let's go. And I love that about it. I've never felt so supported in anything in my whole life. And as I said, I've done many traditional businesses and stuff, and I've never been afraid of hard work, but I've never had the support like this gives me, which I think is why I've had so much more success in this than I have had in any of my other businesses before. And we just got B Corp certification, so that's a really huge deal. I've just been researching a lot about B Corp to learn exactly what that means. And what that means is that we're a company that is for the people and a company that has a purpose, not just a company that's about creating income. So all of our products are biodegradable. We're all recyclable. We're bringing out glass jars now. We're just started doing TerraCycle, so all our packaging can be sent back to Arbonne and they can reuse it and send it again, so that we're creating as much minimal waste as possible, and we're about the people, and that's the biggest thing. So there are only 3,500 companies in the world that have achieved the B Corp stamp. It's a big deal. It's really huge. And we're the only network marketing company in Australia who have it, and the first network marketing company in the world. So it's pretty cool. It's something that means that you can have faith that this company is a company that cares about you, that cares about your well-being, and that cares that you're getting treated the way you should be and deserve to be treated. So as I was saying before, our products are absolutely beautiful, but the thing I love the most about them is that they're completely safe. And that's so hard to come across today. There are no nasties in our products at all. The FDA has banned, which is like our federal government and stuff, has banned 10 ingredients here in Australia that are deemed unsafe. Arbonne's banned 2,000 ingredients that are deemed unsafe. So, and they've got research behind all of those. So it's interesting when you think of that, it's like, holy crap, like that's a lot of products that are in the other products that you buy downtown that Arbonne won't touch because they've been linked to something bad, like something as small as migraines, Arbonne won't use it. Or something, you know, you think about your energy at the end of the day. Who's gone to bed at 9 o'clock, woken up at 7 o'clock and still feels tired, even though they've had an insane amount of sleep? Right? It's probably what you're rubbing into your body, what you're eating, all of those things. They slow down your digestive system. Your skin's your largest organ. It's designed to detoxify. And if you're putting all this horrible stuff on it, it wears you out. It's making your organs work really hard, which has to have an effect somewhere. So whether it's headaches, tiredness, fatigue, you might not be able to keep up with others, you know, going for a run or whatever that might be, whatever that might look like for you. Quite often it's something that we've underestimated, something as small as our day cream, something as small as what we've been eating for dinner can have such a huge effect on our life. And just recently Arbonne has a 30 Days to Healthy Living program, which I'll talk about in a minute. And it has completely changed my life. You ask Brie, I'm the worst morning person ever, ever. Now I'm getting up at 4:30 with energy and excited. Like, it's just insane what this company and the products have done for me and my energy and my well-being. I just feel amazing all the time. And I love, like, I used to be a makeup artist as well. I used to do that for myself on weekends. I swear I've used every makeup out there and none of them come close to Arbonne's makeup. It's absolutely beautiful. It's water-based and non-chondrogenic, so it doesn't clog your skin. Every bride I've put it on's gone, get me some of this. Can I get this? I love this makeup. It's beautiful. And like Brie was just saying before, other Brie, I got sister Brie and then the other Brie. Brie was saying before, like when she used the makeup, she was like, I'm in. What do I need to do? This stuff's beautiful. So for me, it was the makeup that got me started as well. But now the products I love the most are the nutrition and learning about how to be healthy from the inside out. So we don't have animal byproducts. You know, a ridiculous amount of products downtown have animal byproduct in it, which is animal dead matter. They actually render it into a jelly and it goes into everything. That's why you'll notice some foundations are more gluggy than others and all of that sort of thing. That's what that is. It's insane. And we wonder why we don't feel so great at the end of the day. Like, that's all just seeping into our system. What we put on our skin goes into our blood. So it's insane when we just give it no thought at all. Oh, cool, this one's on sale for $10. Let's use that. What is in that? Like, that's going to be some toxic chemical storm right going on there. So we have a huge range of products, and I've touched on a few things already, but if you're going to get involved with a network marketing company and build a business like this, you want to have a product that runs out. It's so powerful and it really creates that residual income. It's what gives you the power to put effort into something once and be paid over and over again. So let me explain that. I remember one time when I was living in Mackay, I met a lady at a football game. We were sitting on the hill and she commented on my skin. And I said to her, actually, I've got a sample pack in my bag. I said, I can give it to you if you like. And she said, yeah, I'd love to try it. And I asked her if I could have her number to touch base and see how she went. Now, this was 7 years ago. She has used everything since then. And every time she reorders, I get paid. Every single time. Times that by hundreds and hundreds of clients that I've come across, and people who every day I run into someone who says that they're tired at work, that they love their job, but they're at the mecca of how much money they can make and they'd love to make more. Or, you know, just before Jenna's like, I want to travel the world. I come across people all the time who want to do something bigger than what their job can give them. And that's where Arbonne comes in, and it can be that vehicle to create that. People say to me, tell me more about it. And you'd be so surprised how many people you run into and they're like, I want an online business. I love health and wellness, you know, and it all just sort of starts to move. So it can be really exciting. But when you've got that product that runs out, everyone you run into and talk to and explain it to or whatever, every time they reuse it, every time, you know, you teach the business to someone and they teach someone and they teach someone, all this product that goes through all of that they run out and they fall in love with and they keep using, you get paid forever on all of that over and over again. So imagine what you can create in 10 years with that. Imagine the type of income that you can have dropping into your bank every month from something you put effort into 10 years ago and still be paid. That was a huge light bulb moment for me, because I remember with my daycare, with my makeup business, and with the cafe, I had to be there to earn more. So if I wanted to earn more money, to save more money, I had to work harder. And instead of working 40 hours a week, I'd work 60. Instead of doing 3 brides on the weekend, I'd try to do 10, and it was just, and then it was mental. I was tired, I was overworked. But this was something where you can get paid on work that you're not actually doing. You put it in once and then you'll keep generating that income. So it's really cool. So the RE9 collection is our flagship line. I'll just touch on this really quickly. It's our anti-aging line. It was our very first product line that Arbonne ever had 40 years ago. I run a lot of my business with this product line in a gold bag, and I drop it to people's houses. They use it for 3 days, and when I go and pick it up, they go, my skin's amazing. I love it. Can you take it to my other sister? Can you take it to my mum? Can you take it here? And the gold bag just moves itself around. And people say, can anyone do this? Like, I'd love a little side business too. Or I'll offer it to them when I pick it up and say, I know that you've loved it. Are you interested in making a side income? Because I can show you how I do this if you are. Yes, I am. I've been trying to find work. Can you show me how this works? Or I've been wanting to move from here and I can't. I'd love to move somewhere else. Can I do this there? Yes, you can do it anywhere in the world. It's the coolest thing. There's a lady who's built her business in South Africa. She runs an orphanage over there, and she's built a huge empire off her phone back in America, just touching base with them and creating that. So the sky's the limit, which is really cool. But anyway, this is a beautiful product line, and you probably already know someone in your network now who's using it. Because it's starting to spread very quickly, and it's very fast becoming something that people have heard of, or they're wanting to try, or when they do try it, they tell people about it very quickly. So it's the 30 Days to Healthy Living, which is what I was talking about just before, is a program that helps you detoxify your body, and it helps you really get in touch with your healthier self. For me, that was about energy. I always wanted to get up early. I had very big visions for my business and what I wanted to create. But with the 3 kids at my feet and everything else going on, I found I lacked the energy to back my vision and to back what I needed to do. When I did the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, I could not believe how I felt at the end of it. The meal replacement shakes that you can see there give you 20 grams of vegan protein, which is the best protein for your system. Your system can absorb that the best. Whey proteins and heavy proteins like that, your body actually doesn't recognize that as food. It's been scientifically proven. So therefore, your body doesn't actually take the nutrients out of it that you think you're getting, because it just passes it through, because our bodies aren't designed to just take everything. And when it's whey, it's very heavily chemically balanced as well, because it has to be, because milk doesn't come in a powder. So all of that comes in it as well makes it really heavy on your digestive system and can actually make you more tired. There are so many scientific things that have been done that link whey directly to acne and things like that too. So because your body's not recognizing it, it's a toxin, and it gives you a toxic reaction, if that makes sense. So our meal replacement shake is also full of many other vitamins and minerals to give you your recommended daily intake of all the things that you need. There's been research done today as well that says that the dirt, like the actual soil that all of our food's growing in today, all our veggies, is like way less in its minerals and vitamins than it used to be. So that's coming through in our food. So, 20 years ago, a carrot would have had much better benefits for our system than what it does today, because the soil's been grown in and grown in and grown in and grown in and sprayed and sprayed and sprayed and sprayed, that you're not getting the same value from your fruit and veggies anymore. So having a shake like this once a day really helps you make sure that your body's getting all the nutrients that it needs. And the fact that it's made up of what you're made up of, all natural ingredients and all things that your body recognizes as food, your body absorbs everything from it, and it makes you feel really great, and it makes you feel nice and full. You've also got your herbal teas in there, which is a great digestive drink to have for your liver at the end of the day to help everything move through, as well as your fiber. The greens balance is one of my favorite products. The greens is awesome. It's an alkalining drink to just alkaline your system. Fizzies, that's Bree's favorite. Yeah, everyone loves the fizz sticks. They're just for energy. They're full of B vitamins and chromium and things like that to help jog your cognitive development in your mind and help you retain things that you're hearing and help you stay alert and stay awake. Everyone needs some of that, I think. So the difference between network marketing and traditional retail is you'll see what you buy downtown actually has to go through all these steps that you can see on the screen, whereas with network marketing, it goes straight from the manufacturer to the consumer. So you think if you buy, say you buy face cream downtown for $10, it would almost cost $10 just to go through those steps, to go from the manufacturer, wholesaler, warehouse, sales force, retailers, and then to the consumer. So when you've got Arbonne, for example, when you've got Arbonne, a network marketing company, it's going straight from the manufacturer to the consumer. So all that extra money goes into product research and development, to paying us, the independent consultants, to be able to, you know, create the lives we want to create, and to making sure that they're a result-driven product. Whereas with traditional retail, they've got all these overheads. It's an 80% markup, so they can't afford to put in the actual product, the you know, scientifically proven result-driven ingredients that come at a cost and still be able to sell it for $10. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It made sense in my head, but I'm worried that I got lost in there a little bit. So why now is such an exciting time for Arbonne, and I think why it's booming at the moment. In 7 years, I've never seen the growth that we're in now. Last year, we promoted 75 people to the top level of the company, which is the most we've ever promoted. And at the top level, you earn a minimum of $20,000 a month. So it's a pretty big deal, and it's absolutely booming. So you can see those people in the picture just there. They're all at the top level. They're all quite young, entrepreneurial, like all of you guys here. No kids and stuff, just wanting life on their terms. And you're able to build your global business off your phone today, which is super cool, and it's something that's very in at the moment. You know, I think 40 years ago when Arbonne first started, it was all landlines and stuff, so I would have hated to see how they did it. That would have been much harder than today. But like, I think of someone today and I can type their name into Facebook and message them immediately. I've got their details straight away. I can message them and say, hey, I remember chatting with you today about your job and how you weren't happy there. I have an online side business I'd love to show you. Are you open-minded to have a look? And people write back, love to, tell me all about it. So that's, you know, we're in a generation today too where people are very open-minded. They are becoming more and more entrepreneurial and more wanting to live these big lives and travel and stuff, like I said before. So really, in a nutshell, before Jenna, when you said to me, what exactly is Arbonne? What do you do? What it is instead of buying products from downtown, we stop that and we start buying from our own store. We create our own online store with all these beautiful products, and then we share that store with others. So it's a spending that we're already having. I hope you guys are already showering, washing your hair, brushing your teeth, using deodorant, all of those sort of things, having protein, having a shake, you know, whatever it might be. Instead of supporting everyone else's business, you redirect that spending into your own business. It's like changing your brand, and you can potentially change your life. And I know that sounds like really, but it really is that simple. When you start using the products, you'll find a massive difference in your well-being and how you feel and how your skin is. And I've even had people say to me that the whites of my eyes are shinier. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, really? But it makes such an overall difference in yourself, and that people want to try. People want to know what you're doing. People want to know what you're up to. I've been on 5 international holidays with the company that, you know, I've earned. And people say to me, how did you earn that trip? I'd love to tell you all about it. Have you got 5 minutes? Let me give you a quick overview. And that's what it is, guys. It's just redirecting that spending and showing other people how to do the same thing, showing other people the products and showing other people how they can create an online business as well. At the end of the day, the difference between you and me is just time in the business and the type of person that you are. I love that there are so many different personalities in this business. You can see on the screen there, in the middle is Katina. She's an Aussie. She's very loud and outspoken, massive extrovert. You know, she jumps on our stage at our conferences and lights up the room, full of energy and very inspiring. And then you've also got down on the bottom corner there, you can see Carolyn and Bill McFarlane. They're one of my favorites that I look up to as well. They're very quiet. I would definitely say Carolyn was an introvert. They're quite softly spoken, but very consistent, very boss-like, and very smart. It's a very smart business, and they can see that as well. So there's all different backgrounds and different jobs. And, you know, Cass, my sponsor in the business, she owned dance schools. She was a high school HPE teacher. the head of HPE at her high school as well, and owned a hairdressing salon. And someone said to her, you can make more money. Arbonne pays more than PhD. And she was about to study her PhD at the time. And she was like, I'm in. Tell me about this. How does this work? So it's just, you know, at the end of the day, it's what you bring to the business. People love all different personalities and all different styles, and your personality and your style will show up, and that's what will inspire others to join you and want to do what you're doing and create what you're creating. So there is such a cool global opportunity attached to Arbonne as well. And I remember when I first heard that, I thought, I don't know anyone internationally, so I don't know how that's going to help me. But before I knew it, I had spoken to someone who knew someone who knew someone, and my business went global. It can happen so fast, and it's really exciting that when you go to bed at night, you wake up in the morning and your sales have grown up and you've made money overnight from your business in the UK or your business in New Zealand or wherever your business has grown to. We're only in 7 countries at the moment. We're expanding though, which is super cool. And you know, we are one of the top 25 network marketing companies in the world, and all the other ones are global, and we're in 7 countries. That's how fast we're growing. So can you imagine what's going to happen when we go global? How big that's going to be? It's really, that excites me so much to think I've got in at a time where huge growth is going to happen, and we're going to be able to create huge businesses off of that as well. So there's 4 ways that you can earn an income with your Arbonne business. You earn commission off all products that are moved through your business. So as I was saying before about redirecting that expenditure, any product that you buy yourself, any product that you sell to clients, and any product that goes through people you've shown how to do the business, you earn a commission on. Then you've got your, you earn an override, on those who you've shown how to do the business and the product that goes through there. That's the second way. You earn an override. Then you've got your Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program, which is when you reach the Mercedes-Benz level of the business, you just have to send them your registration that you've got a white Mercedes, and they give you your bonus each month, which is $1,250 for regional vice president, and off my head I think it's $1,500 for national vice president. Sorry, it just changed the other day. It was $1,100 and $1,400, but it's just changed, and I'm not 100%, but it's around that you get to pay off your Mercedes. And then you also get cash bonuses. So each level has little you know, incentives and stuff where you can earn bonuses. You know, just last month alone I had a couple $1,000s in bonuses. Like, it's insane how fast that can accumulate too. So we have an amazing compensation plan. You can see there on the chart that there's 4 levels of management. District manager usually takes about 5 months on average, and they earn around the $350 to $1,500 a month. The district manager earns. It took me 3 months to get to district manager. An area manager usually takes about 15 months, and they earn around that. So it says 1,700 there. It's usually around the 2,000 to 4,000 a month. Regional vice president usually takes 27 months. I did it in 12 months. Their average income is 6,500 to around 15,000. And the national vice president takes about 42 months, and the average income is 16,000, really like 20,000 onwards. All the national vice presidents I know are earning $20,000 plus. So it's really cool and really big money that you can make with this, and unlimited, guys. Like, I've met and had dinner with people earning over $100,000 a month in their Arbonne business, and sat down and had a chat with them. They blew my mind. I was like, wow. And all the difference is that they've just been in the business longer. They just kept going, kept building, and like, the time is going to pass anyway. So why not build a little side online business that in 4 years' time can help you travel the world with a residual income coming in every month that you don't need to worry about to be able to fund for things. So where do you see yourself? There's 3 ways you can be involved with Arbonne if you are interested. If you just want to try some products, you can become a client or a preferred client. If you're interested in hosting an event, you might say, you know, I'd love to try everything. Do you want to come over one night and bring all the products and we'll have a look and a feel? Or you can say, you know what, I'm so excited, I want to get started. Show me how to sign up. It's actually free sign up this month with qualifying order, which is really cool. It's only $65 to sign up though. It's super cheap. Like, when I think about starting our cafe, which cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that off the ground and get that up and running, compared to $65, it's completely risk-free to give this a go. You just need to become a consultant and then try some products, get some products that other people can try. At the end of the day, if it's not for you, you've got some beautiful products you can use, but imagine if it is for you and if it works. If everything I just said and what I've just created for myself, what could that look like for you to create as well? The most common things that I hear from people in holding back from starting their business is that they don't have enough time. That's such a big one, and I can totally understand how that feels to not have enough time. When I started, I had my family daycare, as I said, and 2 kids. So I felt like I was the poster child of no time, and I used to just work my business in the little pockets of time that I got around that. And I do remember for that first month period that it was quite hectic. You know, it was fun, it was exciting because I could see what was growing, but you know, it was hard work, definitely. After about 4 months, I was able to close my family daycare and just do Arbonne. So now I do Arbonne about 3 hours a day, and I match my husband's full-time wage as being an electrician, working 3 hours a day at home. So, and that's just from what I've built residually over the years. So it can be like sacrificing that time in the beginning really pays back later. Not having enough money, I can't stress enough, guys. It's $65. It's such an affordable business to get going with. Yes, you definitely want to get some product to get started with, for sure. You can't tell someone to buy a product that you're not using. You know, it just doesn't, there's no integrity in that, and you've got to have integrity. So, you know, to get some products under your belt and to get started, oh goodness, it pays back so much. It's the best investment I've ever made. I don't know enough people. I started my business when I just moved to Mackay, and I knew nobody there at all. And it's not just who you know today, but who you meet tomorrow. You have no idea who you're going to run into tomorrow who really needs this. And truly, when you think about who you know now, you have no idea who really needs something like this as well. Not understanding the business model is another one that I hear. Reach out to us after the call if that's you. I'm happy to go deeper and answer any questions and stuff that you have. And when people say to me, I'm just not a salesperson, I say that's fantastic, because I'm not either. And I honestly find everyone I've brought into the business, the people who've done the best are the people who are just natural people, if that makes sense. If you can just have a conversation with someone and just say, this is what I do, this is why I love it, are you looking for something? That's it. Today, with our phones and technology and stuff, there are so many recordings of what we just done now that you can send them that and show them stuff. You know, Arbonne has amazing, beautiful sample packs and stuff that you can post to people to have a look at. They've made it so simple to be able to share it. You just have to come from a place of where you generally care about others and you naturally love what you're using and you believe in what you're doing so much that it just comes with ease to say to someone, hey, you should have a look at this. It could be really great for you. So having said all of that, I'm going to finish up. But before I go, do you want to say anything, Bree?
Yeah. Thanks very much for popping on, Jenna.
Bree.
So I used to be a nanny, and it wasn't bringing in the money that I needed for the life that I wanted. So I spoke to Danny, and after watching her journey in this, I realised that this is the business that could give me the life that I wanted, financial freedom, the life for my future family that they deserve, all that sort of thing. So I was like, this is what could go wrong. I'm jumping in.
Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
Giving it a go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to bring my little sister on board. So I'll finish up with that tonight, guys. Thank you so, so much for hopping on. We really appreciate your time, and we cannot wait to hear from you soon.